that it's autumn and the days are getting shorter and darker, I really crave comfort food. Sometimes, even though I don't eat meat, I still crave something substantial, so I sometimes turn to the humble mushroom. Today I'm making a pulled mushroom sandwich with sage aioli, which is really meaty, moorish and delicious. So we start off with 4 large mushrooms. You can use any type of mushroom you like, but you need about 250 grams worth. So technically they're not pulled, they're more shredded mushrooms. But I'm going to cut these, and just before I slice them really thinly, I'll put the pan on the hob and I'll pop in some oil to heat up. So you just need like 1 to 2 tablespoons. I've used rapeseed, but you can use any kind really. So we'll just chuck these in the pan and give them a little opportunity to fry. So now we've got the mushrooms, we've got the texture, but we need the flavour. So what we'll do, obviously we'll add a little bit of salt. Then we take around 100 mils of water, just to soften them a little bit, not too much. And then we add some cinnamon, maybe a tiny bit more, and some paprika. I like to use smoked for that extra smokiness, but you could use sweet if you wanted to. For a bit of sweetness, some maple syrup, so that's 1 tablespoon. And then one of my favourite things, Marmite, which is going to go perfectly with these mushrooms, I promise you. So what we'll do is we will leave those to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes, but meanwhile we'll make our sage aioli, which is really easy to make. You take 100 grams of cashew nuts, add some fresh sage, we'll take 2 cloves of garlic, right, it's in there, and then we'll need some lemon juice as well. So we'll just squeeze that in. Probably just half a lemon should be enough. And actually, do you know what? Don't worry if you get pips in it, because you're blending, so it'll all grind down to a smooth paste anyway. We'll add a little bit of salt, and then I kept some water in my jug because we'll need that to loosen up the paste. Then I'm going to use a food processor. You could use a stick blender. And there we have it. So we'll let the mushrooms cook for a little while. Okay, now the mushrooms are ready. They're looking pretty pulled and they smell absolutely amazing. So I'll just pop them there for a second. We've made the sage aioli. So really I've cut some bread very thickly, as you'll see, but I do have a big appetite. I'll put some sage aioli, a generous amount on both slices. And just remember, this is going to be a very rich and indulgent sandwich. Just take the mushrooms, which as you can see are looking very meaty. And then it's just a case of slapping the bread on, sticking it down, and then cut it in half if you want to. And there we are.